we live? Can I finish my oatmeal? It's how we do it in the Motor City. Oatmeal, baby. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Motor City Aquatics. This is before the shift. Scott's Aquatics, what's happening? This is before our shift that we're going into today because we are now on nights. Afternoons for now, but it's the 4 to 12. So I have 3 hours before I have to start work. But I got a little bit before I got to leave. So I thought I'd come on here and see what's happening. Show off my new shirt. What's it say? Honey, I'm hungry. Can I eat a few of the kids? Huh? What? Yeah, that's a classic. So I don't I don't plan on staying on too long. I just wanted to come on. I've been running around like a chicken, changing this water, changing that water, feeding the bristlenose down here, and they look pretty darn hungry. I did a 50% water change on the bristlenose. I did a 50% water change, well, maybe 40% on the discus tank. And I also fed them beef heart. I put some Metro on there. You know, it's always good to clean your fish out. I try to feed them shelly foods like brine shrimp and stuff, to help clean out their digestive system. But I fed them the Metro with hopes that, keep them nice and clean. I don't know. It's hard to see all the babies. There's a good amount of babies in there. I just hope they don't keep devouring them or whatever they're doing. Because this is so many times now. I think I dropped a piece of food. I'll get it. It's probably in the packaging. Or I just roll over it. Nope. I just fed the crayfish bug bites. The Placo formula. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this, but this stuff's pretty sweet. Sinks right to the bottom really fast. It's good stuff. What's happening? Marchowitz. I can't get the first name, but welcome, you guys. So, yesterday I did a stream. I like that stuff for Ancestris. Yes. It's John the Fisherman. What up? I have the other bug bites, but it's small. It's small granules. If you read the packaging, it's almost identical on every package. It's just how they package or how they make it for the type of fish you're going to feed it to. So small granules, larger granules. It's really not a floating food. Even it says sinking sticks. So that works really good. If you can see the crayfish, they're pretty much attacking. I don't know why this piece isn't sinking, but it'll go. But they're just all over it. They like it a lot. Works really good. But the Placos love it. I feed them that, and I feed them green beans. They had a batch of babies. I don't know how many because they're not out yet. I see one here and there, so the daddy must be letting a couple out. The females are out. I don't see the dad. Yeah, there's 2 females out right now, so the dad must be in there. My long fin, super red bristle nose are actually starting to put some size on. I just pray that I got a male and female because I had gotten 6 of them and 2 of them were killed. They had to be killed. I put them in the big tank over there, and I'm just thinking something else killed them. So I have 4, and now they're getting big. So all I need is 1 male, 1 female. That's it. That's all I need. and then we'll be good. Boy, it's warm in here. Hold on. So, I don't know if I can show this, but for people that have their tanks in their basements, I live in Michigan, so I have a basement. Some people in some states don't have basements, like maybe Florida, stuff like that. Fish Central, hello, Brian Dotson. What's going on, Big B? How's it going? Good to see you in here. Some people don't. Some countries, have water, groundwater. So if you live by a lake, what have you. But anyways, if you have a basement, I didn't video it because I don't have like a GoPro or anything to hook on me to make it cool, so you can really see it. So I had spoke of, I should be able to video it with we can see it. Okay. If you look up here, these are my joist pockets. Okay, these are joists, floor joists for upstairs. These are joist pockets. They call this joist pockets. Well, what they do is when they build the house, they build the basement. They put the block in, and then they build the house on top of the block. Well, when they do that, they're supposed to put like a foam. But I don't know, 50, 60, 70 years ago, some people's houses are 100 years. I don't know if they had it back then. So I don't know what they used on the bond to, stop cold and stuff. Well, over years, that stuff wears out. And then you start to get cold drafts through this. Now, here's the thing is you can sit in your basement and go, I don't feel nothing. It's because the whole basement's like one temperature, In the summer, it's super hot. In the winter, it's nice. Everything's comfortable. In the summer, it's cool. In the winter, it's hot. But is it as cool as it should be? Is your AC running way too much? And in the wintertime, is your heat running way too much? So you can put, like how I did it first, you can put fiberglass insulation in here. To fill this up, and it works. If you have a crawl space, it'll work, all that stuff. But fiberglass insulation, you don't want to put that up against the wood because air circulation can get back there and it can create moisture. The warm air coming into the cold pocket, it can create moisture, and over time it can create mold. So you want to get as sealed of a pocket as you can get. Well, having tanks, I want to have these tanks as hot as I can get them without heat. So that's all I did is I take a piece of purple Pink Panther styrofoam. Hold on, I'll show you a piece. So you take this styrofoam board. This is I think 2-inch it's pretty thick. So you take this board and you place it up in there, you cut them. So let's say it's 9 inches tall by 16 inches wide. You want to make it 8 inches tall by 15 inches wide. Because you at least minimum want to have a 1/2 inch gap all the way around it. Because what happens is if you try to cut it the exact size and you stick it in there, it's not going to seal it within these joist beams tight. It won't be airtight. So what you do is you cut it back a 1/2 inch on each side. So call it 1 inch. And then if you see this white stuff, that's foam, spray foam. So what I do is I go buy great stuff, spray foam. Anybody can do it. I mean, it's the easiest thing in the world. You don't have to have years as a carpenter. anything like that. It's a DIY. I mean, it's really simple. The hardest thing is cutting this stuff. A razor knife, score it, snap it. The stuff snaps. So it's not like you got to cut all the way through this. But I went and bought a hot wire cutter, to do my shipping boxes. So I use it on this. But you don't have to. And a lot of times the board is already pre-cut at 9 inches. So you can snap it. Usually it's the right height, and you're good to go. But anyway, so you just put it in there, and you use like a adhesive. So you use a Loctite. Liquid nails doesn't really seem to work unless you scuff it up on the wood. But who's going to do that? Another thing you can do is you can run a wood screw with a large washer. You can put an adhesive on here. You just put it in a couple spots, and you puncture the wood screw through, and you drill it, screw it onto there. Now you don't want it to protrude an inch or 2 inches out the back. I mean, you only want it to come out maybe a half inch. And then that big washer on this side is going to hold it sucked up to it really good. And then you just spray foam around those joist pockets. Let me get my arm here. You just spray foam around that. All around that edge. You just fill it up. And look, it might not be the prettiest, but the thing is now I can put something over that, and you'll never, ever, ever see it. And there will never be any cold air that comes in those joist pockets, which allows my fish tanks, shrimp tanks, discus, anything, because if that cold draft is coming in on my discus tank, for one, the heater's got to run constantly, and those fish aren't going to be comfortable because it's going to be keeping it cold all the time. So just a little tip. If you have fish in the lower level of your home, basement, that's probably the best way, unless you go and buy the spray kit. They have a foam spray kit for a DIYer, and it comes with everything. I don't know the price, so I can't quote you on that. But the Great Stuff cans are $3 and like $3.39 or something a can. So it's fairly cheap, and you can get away with maybe 4 pockets. If your gaps aren't too big, and if the insulation's not too thick, I won't go less than 1.5 inches. So I like to fill it all the way up. As you see, I like to bring it to the front of the insulation, to the board. I don't want it behind. I don't want it, halfway through, because I might not have sealed it properly. So I want that foam to come all the way to the front of the board, and protrude out a little too. Because see, foam swells. So when you put it in there, if you have an air pocket, it'll swell up, but that air pocket's going to be, you're going to have a hole. And sometimes you can go back and go, oh, I see it. Stick the hose in there, fill it up. You're good to go. Always go back and check your foam and make sure it did what you wanted it to do. But with foam being so cheap, you can get it. I mean, it's pretty darn cheap. I don't know how much the kit is, but for what we spend on running heaters and everything else, spray foam's dirt cheap. Now, it depends on what spray foam you get. It's all great stuff, but if you get gaps and cracks, that's like the cheapest, because they think you're filling a gap, like let's say a half inch. Well, what it is the foam doesn't expand to huge amounts. It's the least amount of expansion. Then you go to big gaps, and you can spray a line on there, and it'll get really wide. So that's for larger gaps. Well, you don't really need that. So you could just buy 10, 15 of the gap and crack and use it, and it does swell up good. This is all gap and crack, and it's all squeezed out. But when it's squeezed out, that lets me know that it's filled up really good. And so now my lower level of my home is just insulated so well. It's so hot, I'm down here sweating. I set the dehumidifiers off because all that cold air from outside's not coming in here now. The cold's coming into the hot, creating humidity, moisture. It's all stopped now. So if you're on a lower level and you keep fish tanks, maybe you want to look into it. Now, look, the best way to check, it's kind of like how you check a window. You can take a candle and you can light it and stick it up there. Don't put a real tall candle up there, but just put a small candle up there and set it up in that joist pocket for a couple seconds and see if that flame blows around. If that flame blows around, I mean, you will just be shocked at how much that flame blows around. I would put money on it that even if you have a house built within the last 10 years, your flame will blow around. It's just not a well-known, trick that everyone, goes and explains. That's why these companies that insulate your walls and insulate your basements, they get paid a lot of money because of what it does. It's very, very helpful. It's an incredible process to get done in your home. If you want to save on your, it'd be your electric bill, your heat bill, your AC, because it runs more. It's got to pull all the humidity out of the air and all that. Like I said, I shut the dehumidifier off down here last night and I turned it on today and it's still at 40% with all these tanks with no lids. 40%. Impossible. I mean, it's just, it's kind of unheard of. So, yeah. Oh, now the foam board that I just bought, still in you. What's up? I just saw what you put. 1.5 inch, the Pink Panther foam board like this cost me $32. Home Depot. The 1 inch is way cheap, $22. But if you're going for just stopping the air, the draft, I'm sure half inch would do. Because look, it's like a piece of wood. If you're not looking to like heat an area and keep it really warm, the house does that. Your heat, your furnace does that, all that. All you're trying to do is stop the air from coming in from outside through the little gaps and cracks. So you could probably get away with the $22 board. It's a 4 foot by 8 foot board. I call it board. It's a 4x8 sheet of styrofoam. And what I do is there's line right down the center. I just snap it in the store, have them snap it so it'll fit in your car real easy. So don't think that, oh man, I don't have a truck or something. You can get it in your car. I got it in my Magnum, but it goes all the way to the front windshield, but it's in there, so you can get it in if you don't have a real wide car. And then if it's too long, you can ask them to cut the board in half. So you have 2 4-foot sheets, 2x2s or what have you. You could do it that way too. Just have them cut it up for you and then you can bring it home and cut it up. Half inch works great. Just double up. See what I'm saying? It's it just depends. Dobo, welcome. Flex Seal is nice too. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I've never used that stuff. I'll take your word on it. Just add a small piece of R30 to bay first extra protection. Yes. The R30. That's what I'm saying. I can go over this with insulation. Too bad I threw it all away. But I can go over this with insulation or anything to actually hide that board, hide the foam, really spruce it up. You'll never see it. And it'll be there forever. This stuff doesn't decompose. Foam doesn't decompose. So it'll literally be there forever. So being here in Wisconsin, we set our basements the same. Yep. Dennis Christensen, welcome. Scott's Aquatics. How's everyone doing? So, still in you? I believe I said hello. So, hello, Dobo. Good to see everybody. It's so good to see you. So I showed this last night, but I hit the wrong button. I deleted my stream. No big deal. So I got some new products. They're actually the same products I've had before. Except 2 of them. The food is different. 2, it's the 3rd generation of food. And 2, my live bacteria is from a different source now. I still get it from the same person, but the live bacteria is from a different source. So it's more concentrated. is what I'm told. So before I was selling this food here, it's still the same company. I still sell it for the same, one of my sponsors and supporters, Blue Crown Aquatics. Blue Crown's an incredible company. Robbie, who owns Blue Crown, is an incredible person. He's super kind, super great person. He'll bend over backwards for people, and he guarantees a lot of the stuff that I do, like guaranteeing my shipping. I don't recharge shipping. If I send you a package and something happens, you don't pay to reship. All that stuff. I adopted it from him because I think it's great for the consumer, the customer. So Anthony C, I would have to look. I mean, the tank's full. Boas, I'm not sure really boas as much as, I have a lot of really nice Galaxy, because this is the boa tank here. But if the boa, it's not like they reproduce a bazillion boas. So I would have to go through, but the tank is really packed. I could show you real fast. It's right here next to me. And I have my extension on my camera now. So boas, I would have, I don't know. I haven't looked. Let me see if I can put this all the way up against the glass. If it'll zoom. And it's, because see, I can't control the camera because it's on. Oh, and there's my beneficial bacteria bags that we sell now. That thing's been in there, I don't know, 3 weeks. It's slammed. If I don't feed the shrimp, it's packed. They're all over it. But sorry, this is so bad. But I can't control the camera because I'm in StreamYard. So I have to allow StreamYard to have control over it. So I have the camera turned on. I just can't tweak it in and use it the way I'd like to. Pop bottle. So sorry about that. So boas, when a shrimp is really small, they have to grow into their look and stuff, their spots. So boas, I would have to say right now, I don't think so. But galaxies, really nice galaxies, some snowflake stuff like that. They're all in that tank. I'm just breeding it. I was breeding the heck out of it, like a printing press. Running the newspaper, give me everything you can. And what I do is I pull out, young ones, I let them grow up, and then I'm separating as they're growing up, so. But back to Atkins. What is up, troops? Tropical Aquatics, Sandy Farrell. Howdy. So really quick. So here's the food I was selling. Here's the packaging is what I should say. And this was called Sapphire by Blue Crown Aquatics. This was his packaging. It was really cool. I thought it was cool. But he wanted to take it to another level. Now, when Blue Crown first came out with their food, it was round sticks. Okay. Then he came out with this one. It's flat, and the shrimp went bonkers. They still do. Now he sends me this one, and the shrimp go bonkers. But here's new packaging by Blue Crown, Robbie Chan. I think they both look good, but he's going with the new Crown look, the shrimp. So I still sell this for $5. I sell things cheaper than he does. He allows me to do this to, help support my channel. So I don't make any money off of any of this stuff. Everything I sell for him, it all goes to him. But if you come to buy something from me, let's say you even buy a t-shirt or, whatever, and you need food, I have food. I have everything. So it enables me to, he sends it to me. I don't pay for it. He sends it to me, and I sell it to you guys. But great stuff. I already opened the bag. It's incredible. So, all right, now the GH Plus Remineralizer came in a bottle like this, and so did the live bacteria. I got it over there, but I'm not going to go get it right now. So this was the big, huge bottle, 500 milliliters, a GH Plus Remineralizer. And here's his packaging from before. And it's called Ice, baby. Great product. I've been using it for, I don't know, a year. I don't use any powders anymore. This makes my job 10 times easier, 10 times faster. And I get great response with my shrimp. They breed nonstop. I just showed you a really high grade tank. They're breeding all over the place. So great stuff. Well, the new packaging, I might as well keep this out. So here's the old packaging. And it's 500 milliliters. So I charge $25 a bottle for this. He charges more. So again, I sell it cheaper. Here's his new packaging. 250 milliliters. $15. So nice brown bottle. It's got has it got a spin top? Oh yeah, it's just a spin top. I haven't taken it off, so it's just a spin top for you to dump it out. But it's focusing on other stuff. But yeah, it's got everything on it. But all of his new packaging, and like I said, for $15, and with this one being $25, it's like, well, it's $10 less. I wanted to go a little less, but the packaging and the new stickers and everything, that's why, it's not exactly cut in half from this one. But still, $15 for 250 milliliters. It's a great hookup. Pumpkin King, Shell, what's up? Ed, picking up cichlids. Old package looks cheap. Yes. But so, I mean, he's worked on this a long time. Now, here's the nitrifying bacteria. It comes in the same bottle as this big bottle, and it says nitrifying bacteria. I have it over there, but here's the new bottle. And again, it's 250 milliliters. And again, same price, $15. Because that's what I did with this stuff. It was $25 for GH Plus, or it was $25 for the nitrifying bacteria. Now this stuff is for Caridina tanks. It helps promote growth of algae and everything, setting up the tank for Caridina shrimp. I use it. I use it a lot, but I use it on my water changes. I'll put 1 milliliter per tank on water change. But nitrifying bacteria are mostly made to respond best with a substrate that creates ammonia. Well, fluval stratum that I use and the other brand I use do not create ammonia. So it doesn't have the full response as someone who uses, let's say, an ADA or something like that creates ammonia. They go through that process. This stuff, I mean, it really responds well. But you can cycle a tank within like 2 weeks, putting this in a tank. He's got videos where he starts it off. There's nothing. 24-hour light. Leave it on 24/7 for 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, the tanks are gorgeous. Just the green that grows on them. But I do it. I'll leave a light on 24/7 for 4 days and then put Caridina in a tank. But that's me. And I use substrate that doesn't have ammonia. So it's a really good product. But this is supposed to be from a new supplier. So this is supposed to be more concentrated. So it says to use 1 milliliter per 5 gallons. 100 liters is 26.4 gallons. So It's bacteria powder, essential amino acids, vitamins, pure water. That's what the ingredients say. Let me see if the other bottle's got the ingredients. Water, magnesium, calcium, potassium, sodium chloride, and iron. That was the old packaging. So I just wanted to show everyone that now we have them in smaller bottles, so you don't have to spend, So now you can get both for $30 instead of, if you get a both for $50. Food's still $5, but now we have 3 new, updated, better packaging products, available here at Motor City Aquatics. Sponsored by Blue Crown Aquatics. I have 2 bottles and use it weekly. Yes. How are you? Excellent. I'm glad that you still use it. I need to order some new food and a crack sack. I gotcha. The only food that I don't have right now is the Mucha. He ran out of it, but we still have we have a lot of dual sponge filters ready to go. We have a lot of the nice nets. We're running out. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like we only have 3 of the fiberglass nets left, and maybe about 8 extending nets. 2 older white fiberglass nets up there. I don't know. I was really attached to them. That's why I kind of like hide them behind the hat. So, So that's some of our new stuff. Not too many updates in the shrimp room. We're waiting for some babies to be born. I'm really not doing any, I don't know. I've just did a 180 and I've cut back so much on doing water changes. I'm only feeding like every other day. And the shrimp are responding. Like I see them out all the time instead of, always being gone. They're out all the time, so, everything's doing really good. The Solawasi tank, since I rebuilt it, took out all that lava rock, is doing really good. There's babies all over the glass. Here, let me see if I can show you guys that. It's pretty white, so I don't know if this camera, since I can't schedule it in and make it look really good, I don't want it, it'll might bleach it out because it's so white. This is my light. I always keep a light on here extra, so it'll grow. It'll grow the algae and stuff. Those ones up there, some of those up there, those super small ones, they're brand new babies just born. And you see, I just tore this tank apart, put all new stuff in here. I don't know how close I can get, if it'll. But look, they're all the way in the back, all up front. But that new rock just sets it off. And that'll help with the pH. So, sorry I can't get a better vidya for you, but you guys see how nice the tank turned out since I tore it apart, since I redid it. So, yep. The figure 8 puffers are doing incredible. We've been deworming them. We use Prozzy, and we've been using the Metro. I put Metro in there every day. A couple of them have, their belly sunken a little bit, but, they're doing excellent. They eat really good. Everything's doing great over there. I did a brine shrimp. I hatched brine. I just do it out of the pop bottle. It's you watch a million videos, and some people use, rock salt, aquarium salt. The one guy uses rock salt out of a store, just with no additives. I now have saltwater salt. That I got at my buddy's store. He said it works a lot better than when I was using the aquarium salt. So it hatched, but it didn't hatch in 24 hours. It was like 36 hours. So what I did is I upped the salt a little bit to see how this next one will do. But they all hatched. The Shelleys, tear them up. I mean, just tear it up. So, and the discus babies, hopefully they're eating it. I don't know. They're small yet. So, I don't see like little orange bellies. I'm just praying that the discus don't eat them. They don't die, whatever. And, we can get a little further with them this time. So, I want a t-shirt and shrimp food. I have t-shirts, Sandy. Right now I have larges and extra larges. They're $20. I can send it anywhere. Anyway, the shirts came out great. The hoodies came out great. Oh, crap. Uh-huh. Jesus said, let there be light. There is light. I said, let me pick that thermometer back up with the magnet. It picked it back up. So here's the new shirt. They came out incredible. They're super soft shirts. They're not the Gildan shirts. I paid extra. But the Mustang, everything, I mean, it looks great. See, my lights are, I have it, my lighting in here a certain way so it doesn't get too bright. But so it's incredible. Everyone always just, they're staring at me. And I'm like, what? And they're like, who is that? I'm like, that is me. And they're like, what? So, yeah, the shirts are only $20. I'm already, people are already putting in orders for larger shirts, but the guy said he at least wants like 15 shirts, to reprint again. So, because some people want 4Xs and stuff, plus that it becomes a more expensive shirt. I probably won't raise the price any. They'll be the exact same. It's just I pay more for a larger shirt. So 2, 3. Okay, I got a little time. But yeah, I'd love to, get my, can't see well. Son of a bejesus. I knew you were going to do that to me. I knew it. Let me see if I can get this plugged in really quick. I have a light. I have a ring light. I don't know if I have anywhere to plug it in. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I have all this stuff. How many people just have stuff around their house? Just stuff. What is it? Stuff. Yeah, but what is it? Stuff. I used what is this? The 2.0 or whatever over here. See if I could squeeze it in there. Yeah, it powered it up. All right. Okay. Hold on. Everyone's got to be difficult, huh? Everybody's got to be difficult. It's ow, shoulders are killing me, man. I got to take a leave today. Ow. Caught that wire again. Son of a bitch. So can you guys see it now? There you go. So it's got really good detail in it. It looks super cool. And then I'll show you the hoodie. It's the same thing. It's just on a hoodie. Hold on. So the hoodie, I just washed it. Well, it was like yesterday. But so here's the hoodie. It's got the center pocket, so you keep your hands warm. It doesn't have separate pockets. It's got the belly pocket. Very nice. The arms are extremely long. The body's long. I mean, I'm a tall guy, and it comes down past my my Boutissimo. If you guys remember that guy who used to have the exercise channel. But yeah, so this is a 4X, and it comes way down past my butt. Not way down, but it comes all the way down. So you can like bend over, and it doesn't, there's no plumber's crack. So pretty sweet. And you can stick your arms out in front of you, and the shirt doesn't slide up. So I had asked him, I said, why? Excuse me. I was like, why does it work? Or how come they're so nice like that? And he said that the company that he works with, because usually you have to buy stuff that's larger like that. I have to try to find it. But he said whoever he deals with has it. That's what they choose to do is give a larger product, so it more or less fits everyone. No matter what size you wear, it's way long enough, and the sleeves are way long enough. So it's a great product. I think it feels like the hoodie is going to take a lot of abuse. I like wearing it at work, but the only thing is when I go into the nuclear power plant, you hang your coat up, but then I have to pull that off, and I have to wear all of my, I wear like this thing around my neck, and it's got my ID, my pass, so I can go in all these areas. If you don't have it, you can't get in, certain doors to unlock, certain areas to go in. So I got that, and I have like a knife on there in case I need to cut something or cut a rope, something gets around my neck. I got a knife, I got a pen, So anyways, taking all this clothes off. So that's why I more or less at work try to just wear a zip up hoodie, but I do wear it. I don't ever want to destroy it. So, but it's as good as my other shirts. My other shirts, I don't know how many times I wore it. Still looks like I just had it made yesterday. So, but this one back here is Aquashella. That's when I went to Chicago. That's the one everyone signed. So I'll never wear that. I've never worn it. I just hung it up. So who knows? I mean, I might auction it off one day. Who knows? But yep, it's 2021. Aquashella 2021. Dang, that's a cool shirt, bro. Well, yeah, it's cool because you designed it. Well, Pumpkin King was the one who paid to have Learjet design it. And since he was the highest bidder, he got to choose the vehicle. And then Leah made it for us. So, you want something done really nice. You gotta reach over to Canada and reach out to those Canadians because they do incredible work and they're great people. So, big shout out to Leah Jet for all she does for us here at Motor City Quacks because she designed our last shirt too. So we're really excited about that. Pumpkin King, did you not get your shirt yet? You got hats too, correct? No, I don't have hats. He's got hats. He's got fitted hats. He's got trucker hats. Just the fitted hats they weren't big enough to fit me. But I can get a hat. I can get anything. Hats, hoodies, sweats, jackets. He's got jackets like Carhartt jacket. Oh, I need to see. Oh, I think he's got them, or they might have brought them in, but they're nice shirts. Yeah, like I said, they're not Gildan, so they're not hard like a baseball shirt that you have to wash like 4 or 5 times. They come super soft. I paid an extra $1.50 a shirt for it. I mean, I know that's not a lot, but he doesn't really use the shirts a lot because, everyone wants, baseball stuff made, this and that. So he keeps more or less Gildan. So I had to have these ordered. That's why I had to wait like a week. Well, it was all the way through Christmas and stuff. So, No, sir, no shirt yet. Okay, well, keep an eye out. You know, that's why I send nothing USPS. If it's dry goods, I send it USPS. If it's live, I go through UPS. But if I send a T-shirt like UPS, it'll cost me like $15. They say, look, it's a package, it's a parcel, it all costs the same. So I try to send my dry goods through USPS to save on some money. So, oh yeah, now we see the niceness. Thank you. But all right, everyone, I just wanted to come on here and hang out for a little bit before the shift. I'll be going in here in a little bit. I gotta go upstairs. The wifey's home. I want to say hi. I got to get my clothes together, get everything up, and I got to get my new, I got a lunch, instead of my lunch bag, I got a backpack for food. You know, it's insulated. It's just chuck it on my back, easy peasy, you know, all good stuff like that. So I got to get everything together, get my lunch together, get my clothes together, clean up some, and head on out. So I really appreciate everyone hopping in here. And, oh, damn, a Carhartt would be sweet with kind of logo. Working man's design. Yep. My Carhartt, my work Carhartt's done up. I have a very nice Carpenter's Carhartt coat that the union made, you know, and they don't even make it anymore. I don't know why I wear it to work, but it's really cold out, and I got to buy one for. But yep, okay. If anyone needs it, oh look, my website is being worked on. It's in the process of getting. I got this. I don't know, computer guru who will take shrimp for payment and a bunch of other stuff, you know. But you guys all know him. I'll let you know. It's Papa Shrimp. Just don't go asking him to work on your stuff till he's done with mine, please. But so the website should be up and going, like probably, I don't know, within a week or something. I don't think it'll take him that long. But so hopefully, you know, it's up and going. You can just order right off the website. But if not, just go on my website, motorcityaquatics.com. Go down to the bottom. There's an area there where you can contact me, and it sends an email right to me. We can do everything right there if you need something, and we can take care of you and get it sent to you. It's just becoming a nuisance having to do it that way, and I appreciate everyone that's worked with us and worked with my laziness and still ordered from us, even though it's not the coolest thing in the world. So yeah, we'll have, I did that. Thanks. But yeah, we'll be up and running here in a minute. Papa Shrimp's got us covered. Oh, and if you guys didn't see it last night, go on Kevin's Canines and Aquatics. Kevin sent me the stream link to come up. He had LRB on his stream last night. So go over and check that out. I asked a bunch of cool questions that he usually doesn't get asked. And he gave me some big time insider information on how to make money with a fish room. So if you go and watch that, go check out Kevin's Canine and Aquatics and subscribe over there. But check out last night's stream and you see, you know, I asked some questions, and we're in the midst of setting up a date he's going to come with and kick it with me and Papa Shrimp. We're going to try to get it for this Saturday, I hope, because Wednesday I'll be working. So Papa Shrimp's going to have to roll with somebody. But yeah, it'd be me, Papa Shrimp, and LRB, you know, King of the Jungle, Tarzan. So, but yeah, go check that out. A lot of good content last night. We had a good time. But until next time, see you guys. Aqua Balls. See you guys. Thank you for showing up. And maybe we'll start doing this until, you know, my night shift's over or whatever I'm doing. Until I'm back to regular hours, I'll come on here in the daytime and say hello to everyone. But like I said, you can still place your orders. My wife can fill them. But the website is being worked on right now. So if it doesn't work, then just go to the bottom and know that Papa Shrimp's on it, and he'll be up and taking care of it here in a minute. So until next time, thank you so much. Peace. And from Motor City Aquatics here in Detroit, Michigan, remember, when you do your water change, just spit, don't swallow, because that stuff tastes like shit. See ya. Stay shrimpy.